Welcome, welcome everybody. It's Friday. It's the 14th of April already. And it's 2 o'clock, which means it's time to stream. We're doing Raikou's first try today. And welcome into Tom, to Black Escanor, to Gemma, to Kirch, to Mazal, to Blake, to Max, to D1, and to Deadpool. And Austin, welcome in. And Dom, how is everybody doing? 11 PM in Australia? Don't spoil the next... Oh goodness, how many hours is it? 9 hours until 11 PM, so don't spoil those. Something special might happen. And how is everybody doing? I've got to be honest, I'm a little bit under the weather today, so I might not be as energetic as normal, but we're going to power through, because that's what we do here. So we're going to be doing Raikou this afternoon. Hopefully we'll get a good time, and if we do get a good time, we'll think about doing another run afterwards. I've got really bad tummy issues. My Crohn's has flared up again. So if I quickly pop off and take a break, you know why. Peach, thank you so much for joining the channel. Thank you so much. And let's get the alert up and hope that it works. I've been having all sorts of issues with the alerts. I need one of us to run. Right, if you're sick, do you need one of us to Raikou? Oh, goodness me. The puns have started already. I know it's these weather changes. It's cold, it's hot, it's cold again, it's hot again. And I'm going to refresh my alerts to see if that fixes them. Because Peach, for some reason, it's not showing you through. It's not showing you coming through as a member. Neither is Kirch's lovely $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Let me see why my alerts aren't working so I can have a little whinge at Stream Elements. Oh, it wouldn't be me without technical issues at the start of the stream, would it? Apparently, a lot of people have been having technical issues with Stream Elements recently, and nobody's quite sure why. But I definitely want those alerts working, so please do bear with me just a hot moment. I'm going to try it as fast as possible. Oh, the alerts are coming through now. Marvellous. I don't need to fix anything. Bite at level 1, indeed. Oh, Gemma, I'm sorry to hear you're feeling anxious about stuff. Hopefully that clears up for you soon. So I just need to get all my screen back where it should be, and we shall get on with the run. Help if I had Game Hook in. There we go. Oh, we're not on full-time speed. We need to take a second off the leaderboard when that happens. I was not at full-time speed, so we're going to eat this hoot hoot. 2 shots and it goes down. Now, because we're a legendary, I believe we are in the slow experience group, but that shouldn't really matter. No movie, no box art, but probably my favourite of all the legendary, all the legendary dogs, cats, beasts, whatever you want to call them. So once again, apologies if I'm a little bit disjointed for the first part of the stream. I'm still not feeling too hot. Woke up about 3 hours ago feeling absolutely horrific. Didn't want to cancel stream. So instead, took a bit of antihistamines, took some painkillers, and we're good to go. Raikou is used in speedrunning Crystal. What they do is they manipulate to win the Master Ball. Win the Master Ball? Yes, win the Master Ball. Thank you for the super chat, Rob Zorley. I hope you're doing well today. And thank you for all your support over the last 8 months or so. Goodness me, it was 8 months ago tomorrow that I did my first ever challenge run here on YouTube. I cannot believe it's been 8 months already. It's really flown by. We're going to start thinking about our 1-year anniversary soon, haven't we? Goodness knows what we're going to do for that. Now I'm going to try and get Thundershock, I beg your pardon, before Falconer. Although, to be honest, I think Bite will suffice if we can't. I'm glad you've sorted the travel out for your course, and I'm glad the course is going ahead, Gemma. I think Raikou would have benefited from a dark type myself. We won't get the extra berry today. Hopefully, we won't need it. Oh, look at that damage we're doing against the Chikorita. I reckon Suicune will take top spot, but Raikou could give it a good run for its money. Entei, I think, is almost a guaranteed third, but I don't think it'll be as slow as we reckon. Entei's definitely got its place, but fire types in late Johto don't really benefit too well with the distribution of Pokemon, although Jasmine would be a breeze. I'm still trying to bait out Sunny Day from Jasmine's Steelix. It's one of very few moves I've never seen in the run. Just in game, I am not a competitive battler whatsoever. Getting a lot of encounters this afternoon. Must be one of those seeds. Right, let's beat up Joey. The added benefit of Bite, of course, is that we can flinch things. I don't think we've had this many encounters for a very long time. Good morning, Andrew. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today, but we're going to power through. How are you today? Have you had your morning tea or coffee? Don't even know why I'm battling Bugcatcher Don. Welcome in, John. I hope you're doing well. Raikou's probably my favourite as well. Although all three of them are up there in my favourite legendaries. I'm doing that new routing with the early Abra, and it's throwing me trying to remember Kenya. It's quicker if you remember Kenya. It's slower if you don't remember Kenya. Arcanine, a good technical legendary there. It doesn't learn Thunderbolt by level up because it's Gen 2. That would make too much sense. We're going to do late Sprout, I think. Raikou and Entei can be right old pests when you're doing challenge runs because you can stick on a repel and it will just still encounter them if you're under level 40. Suicune has a more diverse and better learn set for the Johto run. Although Raikou's base stats are phenomenal. Yes, you can get the late Ghastly. Oh, for goodness sake, we're getting mud-slapped. We got through, thank goodness. And we have the Zephyr badge in 543. Without all those bloody encounters, it would probably be 443. That is something to try with Jasmine's Steelix. If we set up a rain dance, will it set up a sunny day? It does seem a little bit counterintuitive that she sets up a move that is super effective against all three of her Pokemon. Now, I was doing a test run last night and the overlay broke here. So I'm a little bit anxious, a little bit tense, hoping that it doesn't break again. Goodness me, all the encounters. We have the PP, so we might as well knock them out. The remakes gave the leaders and rivals a lot better learn sets, although it's hard to be worse. And there is Thundershock. So now we have a grand total of 55 PP before heals, which is fantastic. We're an electric type, so we're going to take on all these trainers here. Depending on the type we are, it's better sometimes to go down the bridge. Because we should one-shot all of these. Apologies, I've just kicked the desk there. Grab that Great Ball. Get another bloody encounter. Oh, it's awful here today. Raining, dull, wet, miserable. And the weather's not great either. Thank you, Kambe. The Raikou run is out for everybody who isn't a patron. It's 2 PM tomorrow, so under 24 hours for that. It's supposed to turn nice early next week, which I'm very much looking forward to. I'm sort of sick of the dull and wet weather again. Now, we learned Swift, so we are going to do late Repel in the cave and to take on the inevitable 50 million encounters. That's your opinion, Vegchester. I completely disagree. But we will have to see who gets the best time. Too many things have water-type moves on their learn set, and too many things resist fire in the Johto runs. You're out of town this afternoon. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely time out of town, whatever it is you may be doing. Oh, we can beat up Mr. Slowpoke Man for once. We're on a bit of a conveyor belt of rough weather at the moment. Suicune's pure water. So we're getting like 1 day of decent weather, then 3 days of bad weather. 1 day of decent weather, 3 days of bad weather, and goodness me, I'm sick of it. Didn't get burned by the Ember there, which is what we wanted. We're not going to take on Hiker Anthony because that would be a bad decision. I said we're not going to take him on. Yes, very much a British spring. Welcome in, Sakia. I hope you're doing well. 1 Pokemon to speedrun Crystal and only 1 try. That is a very good question. It'd have to be something consistent. That is a very interesting question. You've got my mind ticking now. Leave that with me, and when I take my first break, I will have a good solid think about that. Pausing the timer now until we get either a Paris or a Psyduck. Because they are our HM friends. Who are we going to get first? Paris or Psyduck? That is the age-old question, and it's Paris this time. Why did I try biting that? That was a bad decision. First of all, Paris, so now we're going to get another encounter and pause the timer until we see a Psyduck. Ooh, lovely lag spike there. Welcome in, Paul. I hope you're doing well today. For the next stream, I am hoping to be able to get the team show up when I encounter either Paris or Psyduck. There is Psyduck. But that is going to take a little bit of work encoding. So it might be for a few streams' time. I'm hoping for next stream. I have an idea of how I want to do it. But that's only half the battle, isn't it? My hunch is it was 3 evolutions, but that is just a hunch as to who Ho-Oh reincarnated. I'm really hoping for a good time with Raikou. Obviously, it's a warm-up run and it's on stream, so I don't think it'll be record-breaking. But we'll give it a good bloody shot anyway. I never think it's worth repelling in Slowpoke well, because I think it's only 2% per tile for getting an encounter, so it feels like you should never get one. Ooh, that Zubat was a range there. Yes, Let's Go is a different game. I love Let's Go. We've been poisoned, let's Thundershock there. And the Grunt has been defeated. Get a lovely heal off Kurt just in time. And we can now move on into the gym. It's only 2% per tile. It feels more when you're doing it. Hidden Power, I believe, is Ice this time. Kurt's lazy. I think Kurt has gone to the Lance school of telling the truth. I checked the disassembly, the decompilation of Pokémon Crystal, and yeah, it's 2%. Oh, I always hate it when the journey is split into like a 7-minute train ride and then an hour on something else. I used to have to do a 10-minute bus journey, then an hour and a half on the train, and then 20 minutes on a tram to get to my old job. It was not a fun time. Our only real risk here is getting poisoned by the Kakuna, but he used Harden, so that's not even a risk. Fury Cutter and Quick Attack did a whole 11's worth of damage, goodness me. And we have the badge in time of 12 minutes and 40 seconds. I don't drive, I don't have a driving license. So it's public transport or nothing for me. But then I live on a very well-connected route. And I also live next to a train station. Which is why every so often why am I using Thundershock? That was a total misplay there. Well, the game forgave me. And Thundershock on the Zubat. Through Rival 2. Don't need to heal. Let's move those repels up to top spot. And go through the Ilex Forest. Oh, the late night fried trains really freak me out sometimes. Only 2 badges this time. We aren't too far ahead. Raikou's also what the speedrunners get the Master Ball for. They can manip, I can't. Just presumed we learned Headbutt there. We're getting Swift just in case we need something a little bit more accurate later on. We're still going to grab Sweet Scent just for completion's sake. Welcome in, Jamar. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you have a lovely day. They really are hard to pull off. I can RNG manipulate Gen 4 and Gen 6. But Gen 2, it's just something doesn't click in my brain. Even on genuine hardware. Diglett Mankey? Mankey Diglett. I'm not calling the Diglett Mankey, by the way. Ah, yes, the Magikarp coins. For the RNG with the Pokegear. Goodness me, that's unlocked a memory I forgot about. It was worth it to get the cute Charm glitch in both Platinum and in the Gen 4 remakes. I did RNG manipulate PDSP as well using the blinking method. There's the early Abra. I've got a friend who's currently looking after my Crystal cartridge, and he has promised to replace the battery for me. Let's get the bite. Abra did cooperate. Showed up relatively quickly and cooperated. Final HM friend is Kenya. We take the mail off Kenya so we can deposit it later. Welcome in, Metal Hammer. I hope you're having a lovely Friday. I'm Team Kenya, but I can't be there. Oh, for goodness sake. I'm going to put Bite up top because Bite is at least effective against every single Pokemon. It might be resisted, but it isn't a type immunity. Up next is the Dig TM. And then when we menu next, we will teach Dig, Sweet Scent to Paris. We need another Kenya remote. We do have a Kenya remote, but I want another one quite similar to the Pidge one. I don't pause for Abra either. So put cut there. Yep, that's fine. To join a team, you need to join the channel membership. I'm not sure if any mods are in. I'm trying to think of something special we can do for patrons as well. But the HM Friends are very much similar, or very much a channel membership thing. Mostly because we can get the alerts for channel membership. Unfortunately, I can't get alerts for Patreon. So I have my phone next to me. Welcome into Asco. I hope you're doing well today. Just going to flinch this cow and hope for the best. She's locked into rollout. That's great. It just means it can't milk drink. Chester, please stop saying the same thing over and over again. We get it. You like Entei and dislike Suicune. We'll have to see where they end up. Playing Ring Around the Rosie with her there. No, we've been in there. God, my player's got concussion banging into all these walls. Hope that cap's a hard hat. Might as well take on him. He's got a pair of Abra and a Kadabra. It's magic. Let's annoy this tree. Get off the bike. Now what we're going to do is get past that spinner. We'll go in there and have a little chat with Bill. I don't know what Walking Wake is. I feel so out of the loop. And then we shall get the magnets from Sunny of Sunday. So, bag, magnet, glue, and teleport back to Ecruteak's Pokemon Center. Oh, is that the Paradox Suicune? Oh, I didn't realise that what it was called. I didn't heal in that PMC, did I? That was neither my wisest nor my smartest move. I will probably never get tired of playing Crystal because there are so many things you can do with this. I used to be with it, and then they changed what it is. I used to be with it, then they changed what it is, and what I used to be isn't with it. And what it is weird and scary to me. It'll happen to you. I know that feeling so goddamn well. Having said that, that's a lie. I was never with it. I have never been called. Let's potion. We need to clear up some bag space anyway. Those of you in the UK, do you remember there was a time where Channel 4 just never introduced The Simpsons properly? So it'd be like the Thompsons, the Skim Dibbly and Mimpsons. It's the Jetsons on Channel 4. Now it's time for the Flintstones on Channel 4. I bloody love The Simpsons. I remember when it was Simpsons and then Fresh Prince on BBC Two. My tummy relates hard for Homer. Raikou is the very first one that I am running, Cylon. I do enjoy Family Guy on very, very brief occasions, but It's one of those, it's a little bit too brash and over the top for me. I used to work in a charity shop and I'd get all the DVDs in the back. The one friggin' tile I didn't mean to go into without a repel and we get a bloody Noctowl. Oh, I hate this trainer. It's very much worth taking out these Nidos. You get great stat experience. Kangastan's video is going live today, by the way, about stat experience. And you get a big chunk of experience points in general. Welcome in, Snowy. I hope you're having a lovely afternoon. I remember the old Smithers too. We'll grab this for the restore. I love Noctowl. Noctowl's run is coming very, very soon, as a matter of fact. We're talking probably next Saturday for No, it's Tuesday for Noctowl. And then Quillfish is Saturday next week. The run is going very well so far. Thank you, Frenchie. How are you doing today? That's the more important question. Hidden Power Ice for this run. We're going to try and teach that a little bit later on. I'm happy with the placement Noctowl got. That's all I will say. There's the bike shop. We've done the required number of steps for that. At the moment, our big issue is going to be Magnemite. We don't really have anything too great against Magnemite, so we are going to do a little bit of training and progression first. I remember to stick on a bloody repel. We might as well go down this way first time. No Pokéross in the Noctowl run, however, I do have the Pokéross for a second time. In a run I recorded the other day. 11:46 PM, I hope you had a great day and I hope you're going to feel well rested after you sleep. I'm a little bit under the weather today, Tabasco. I've got really bad tummy issues, but I am working through them. I didn't want to miss stream and miss the opportunity to hang out with all you lovely people. I was confused the first time I got it too. My favourite episode of The Simpsons has to be the PTA disbands. It's an absolute classic. Next time we menu, by the way, we're going to teach Hidden Power because Leah is completely redundant on the learn set. Yes, Lance does fear Raikou. Purple Monkey Dishwasher, exactly. Thank you, Metal Hammer, for joining Premier Ball membership. There is a channel point, not a channel point. What on earth's a channel point? A community post for you to select your HM friend team, and you should be in on Saturday's video next week. Or maybe Tuesdays, depending on how quickly I can get it all sorted. Who Shot Mr. Burns is an absolute classic as well. They've started doing more two-parters in later seasons. A channel point, yes. You can tell I'm not well. Did I just bite Super Repels? Yes, I did. Don't need any more Super Potions. It's a Friday, but goodness me, it feels like a Monday to me. And Paul Anstey, thank you for joining the channel membership at Pokeball tier. The Premier Ball just shows a little bit of... I think there are bonuses, actually. I can't quite remember. Gambler is such a good reference. I'm going to be completely open and honest with all of you people. I suffer from a gambling addiction. And even I find that episode funny. Team Paris did get a new person digging. I am fully in recovery with my gambling addiction, oh thank goodness. But that's why I would never take a sponsorship from any kind of gambling website. And it's why I won't play anything with loot boxes in anymore. I will never run dig as a TM in one of my challenge runs. It's a 2-turn move. And it just wastes time. You're better off using other moves. There are very few occasions where dig helps you out. Yes, speedrunners do use Raikou. Breaking an addiction is one of the hardest things you can do, but if I have the strength to do it, I think anyone can. I spent several £1,000s on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare loot boxes. I don't remember if we broke our tradition with Quagsire. I want to flinch this. Sonic Boom's absolutely fine. We did a Quagsire run many, many moons ago. And I cannot remember if we broke our tradition and ran dig on it. My muscle memory is also too ingrained at this point to go down to bottom party member's second move to dig out of places, so I think I couldn't run dig even if I wanted to. Swap Bite up to the fronts because, of course, everything here is weak to Dark type moves. And Hidden Power Ground instead of Dig is always the play if you need a strong ground type move. I will always be as open and as honest as I can with all you lovely people. We'll be doing a redo of Quagsire with egg moves at some point in the not too distant future. No idea what we can learn via egg move, but it's got to be better than the level up learn set. Let's do a super potion here. Stick on a repel for when we leave, and we're not even going to bother changing held item. Ghastly's down in one shot. Haunter should go down in one. Gengar 2, we've only got to worry about Hypnosis. But it flinched. Game's easy. Morty is defeated. Fog Badge, 30-17. Let's now move on through this route once more. And I think we can go straight to the water over here. So now let's make sure I picked up Strength and Surf, which I did. We'll teach them both to side up. We will then stick on a repel. And we'll make our way across the open seas. I really don't like the Gen 7 engine, but we are looking at the Alolan Rat in maybe Gen 2. It's very much a maybe at the moment. But maybe it's better than nothing at all. Nothing at all. Bite's not going to be very effective, is it? Let's move Thundershock to the top. Body Slam, Ancient Power, 2 incredibly good moves for Wooper. Quick attack over raw, yes please. We'll take a heal. Kanto starters were really fun, and we're running Pikachu as an honorary Kanto starter. Although it starts as a Pikachu, ends as a Raichu. Oh god, X and Y are going to be 10 years old this year. Jesus. That's not what I want to hear. Those of you who are on the Patreon, the Raichu runners up now for my sins. I had just moved into my first flat when X and Y came out. Actually, no, I moved in April 2012. Jesus. Thundershock is showing its weakness there as a very weak move now. Teach Fly to Kenya. We didn't even one-shot the bloody Gyarados with Thundershock. Thank you, Frenchie, for joining on Pokeball tier. Shiny Venomoth? Glorious shiny. Oh, don't. Pokemon Yellow turns 30 in 3 years. No, that can get in the bin. I think the scaling of retro has definitely changed over the years. Because there's more of a back catalogue than there was, say, 10-15 years ago. It's much harder to call some things retro that very much used to not be retro. Gold was my first Pokemon game. I got it in 2001, I want to say. No, it was 2000, just after my gran died. My granddad got it for me. And then, you know, it became a crutch. I've been playing Pokemon ever since. Ruby and Sapphire are 20 years. There'll still be cases where Crunch is worth it just because it's better than Bite. Must remember to speak to this lady. I remember getting silver the Christmas after I got gold, and thinking it was a fake cartridge because all the sprites were wrong. It's a shame very few Pokemon have held items in this game, because I really want to root Thief into a run. Not that we can learn it in this run anyway. Shiny odds got boosted to twice their current rates from Generation 6 onwards. Oh, the cartridge is beautiful for Crystal. I really wish they'd go back to custom cartridges. Doom and Gloom for that, Gloom. And we'll Hidden Power Ice the Murkrow as well. We're going to have to heal for these Electrode because they have a chance to go boom. Marowak would be interesting, but I wouldn't be able to start with its held item. So we would have to do that on a redo stream to see how much difference it makes. Sonic Boom is the kind of boom I am happy for it to do, because Sonic Boom does not murder us in the face. Eventually I'll select the right Pokemon there. Let's now do Price's Ice Gym. We can Thundershock the Seal. We will be doing a Light Ball Pikachu run at some point, yes. Take a little nibble out of Piloswine. Take an even bigger nibble out of Piloswine. And then we will Thundershock the Dugong. We have just one badge to go until we have 7 badges, and at 7 badges we're going to take a little break. Just so that I can have a stretch, sort my tummy out once more, and then we'll be good to go for the next part of the stream. Regular breaks and Gen 2 runs are very important. Mudslap did its job there. Of course she crits. Ha! I crit. Get in the bin, Jasmine. 40 minutes, 21 seconds for Jasmine there. Do I have a repel on? No, I don't. Just going to pick up a couple of bits and bobs. And then we will make our way towards Goldenrod City on our next break. No real issues so far, although Thundershock really does need to get in the bin as quickly as possible. We're only 5 levels away from getting a decent electric-type move. You never know, Iron Tail might come in handy at some point. If we can learn it. Oh, bloody hell. I didn't go into the Pokemon Center at Goldenrod. We'll get return. How are we doing money-wise? Should be fine to buy that. Now let's go into the Pokemon Center and we're going to take our first break. So pausing the timer at 41:55. So I should be back in just a couple of moments. with yet more run, have a stretch, hydrate yourself, maybe go to the loo, do whatever it is you need to do in this break, and I'll see you all in about 2 or 3 minutes' time. And thank you very much for waiting. As Nurse Joy is saying there on screen, I forgot to hydrate during my break. It's very important to hydrate. Especially when you work with your voice like me. I'm not sure what the music is called on the break, because I have completely different music playing. Very much too much of a good thing, the Pokemon music for me. Let's grind to level 41 and get ourselves a decent move. Have a dangerous Arbok coming up in a moment. I'm going to put Thundershock in top spot. So this is the dangerous Arbok. Because its nose glare. But it leered, so it's fine. Oh, excuse me if that burp came through. Fizzy water. It's not even fizzy water. Spark is very rare in Gen 2. I can only think of 2 lines that learn it. Because I don't think Pikachu learnt Spark. Yes, everyone thinks Magcargo is Gen 3. Oh, it went boom. I will check on the VOD and find out for next time. Spark's physical in Gen 4, isn't it? Got this horrible Magnemite trainer coming up in a moment. Yes, Gen 2 has a real issue with learn sets. Hopefully we get a better roll next time. No, but the accuracy rolls are helping in our favour here. Lock-on's perfect. No hits at all there. That's what we wanted to see. Excuse me, green-haired lady. Let's take on the Porygon. I've gotten so lucky with not getting any status effects from that. No, I think Mudslap has served its purpose. So this is where we're going to teach Swift, because these Pokemon have a lot of accuracy lowering moves. So we're going to use one of our Super Potions, our final Super Potion, so we need to go shopping soon. And we're also going to swap the magnets for the PlayStation Network Cure Berry. I have done all the Eevee runs, but unfortunately my footage got corrupted. One shot on the coughing, that is nice. Smokescreen failed. Maybe we didn't need Swift in the end after all. That's why we have the Poison Cure Berry for this battle. Just one further coughing to go. We paralyzed this again. Smokescreen hit. And now we can go into the underground. Avoid that rotator. And let's carry on. Don't need to heal at the moment. Thank you, Adobe Creative Cloud, for letting me know I have 2 updates available. I am streaming, so I don't care. 3 more levels to go. 3 more levels of sorrow. Colossal is Magcargo done correctly. You're absolutely correct there. Even though Magcargo is cooler. My first shiny in Gen 9 was a shiny Roly-Poly, and goodness me, I could barely see it. Grab the coin case now. Oh, there's the hidden item, the Paralyze Heal. I'm actually going to take a cheeky little heal here. For PP purposes. At least they tried to resaturate the 3D models in later versions. X and Y were very much washed out. Shiny Pidgeot routes 37 in Crystal. I love that you remember the exact route of where you got it. Meant to stick on the Paralyzed Cure Berry here. We'll take a reset and we'll actually stick on the Paralyzed Cure Berry. Onto the correct Pokemon, please. Please could you remind me of the question, Max? Welcome in, Abra. I hope you're doing well and I hope you enjoyed the... What run was it? The Mewtwo run. Oh, I've still not got an answer to that. It's a very tricky question. Welcome in, Adrian. I hope you've had a lovely rest and feeling good for the rest of the day. Thank goodness Body Slam didn't paralyze there. It really is a tough question. Which Pokemon would be best in a single attempt? I'm thinking something that can status the hell out of everything. Welcome in, Sop. I hope you're having a great day. Sneasel did survive a hit. This is how bad Thundershock is. I am counting down the single experience points to get to bloody Spark at this point. Psychic at level 10, we'd have blitzed through the run. One try to try and run it. Every single run on my channel is the first attempt. I'll re-equip the magnet next time we menu. I've done these the wrong order. Can't believe I've done that. Shows I'm not well. There is methods. Oh, bloody hell. We've been bloody poisoned by a bloody bumhead bloody fire duck. Right, so antidote. And now that we're in the menu, we can re-equip the magnet. I'm trying so hard to avoid unnecessary menuing at the moment. Should get Spark off this Doom and Gloom. Stantler's probably good for a 0 reset run if I play it correctly. I'll be fine in a couple of hours, hopefully. Just very rough night's sleep and feeling quite ill. I didn't want to risk eating either with it being my tummy that's playing up. Spark has a decent amount of PP considering it's a high level move. Mewtwo and Ho-Oh go into a different category for me. I don't consider them. Legendaries are a little too good. I like thinking about the regular mons. But I reckon I could get a 0 reset Stantler run in a few attempts at least. Yeah, it is my Cronus Gemma, unfortunately. It's been really bad the last sort of 12 months or so. Really, really bad again since the last 3 months. We have runs picked out until the end of May now. Our schedule is really far in advance. I've got all the runs for April recorded, I just need to edit a lot of them down. We did a stream of Pidgey relatively recently, so we're going to be running that probably July-ish. I'm also saving it for when Kangaskhan does his Falkner video. I'm intrigued to see your next run, D1. If you're not subscribed to D1 and you want to see more great Pokemon Challenge content, then you should definitely go over to their channel and click the subscribe button. And we're back. Welcome, RJ. I hope you're having a lovely morning. The run is going very well, but I'm not too well today. Hitmontop isn't that good. Hitmontop in Gen 1 might be able to do something, but Hitmontop in Gen 2... goodness me, that's going to be a toughie. Legendaries aren't great for learning this game. Their learn sets are not the best. You're better off running Girafarig to learn. Very clever people have managed to get Pokemon that didn't exist in Gen 1 into Gen 1. It's way beyond my skill grade. But I admire them, because it's something I could never do on my own. Thank you for popping in, Escanor. I hope you have a great afternoon, evening. Even though I've been practicing Ice Path for movement, I'm going to play it safe here on this stream. And get off the bike for there. Mr. Mime's decent in Gen 2. But yeah, Girafarig, because it's glitched, is a great Pokemon to learn with. I don't like Mr. Rhyme, it took away from Jinx's unique type combination. My first ever starter was Cyndaquil. Do we need to shop here? Rain Dance is interesting to bring up because we actually use Rain Dance quite heavily in the next run that's going live on the channel. Let's equip the Nevermelt Ice for this gym. Put Hidden Power in first slot. Welcome in, Malik. I hope you're doing well. I like some of the Paradox Mons, and to be honest, Delibird is so ridiculous anyway that I will give a pass to Iron Bundle. Let's Go's great for getting all 3 Kanto starters. Should have been sparking those, but such is life. One shot on that. Can't see it being a range. I hope your operation goes well, Malik. I'm going to Hidden Power first turn on the Kingdra to try and make sure she doesn't get into healing range. Not that it matters because she used Hyper Beam. There we go. I did Kingdra solo in Just the Battles. That's not where we split for Claire. One last Hidden Power for this dragon. And now let's try and get the badge as quickly as we possibly can. Pair of Max Elixir in here, which is always very handy to have. And now we can split for Claire. I think it does come part and parcel of being with a Dragon type trainer. You have to be a bit of a jerk. Although at least Claire apologises to you. Claire sees the error of her ways. We'll give her a free pass for now. Call from Elm here. Lance never did apologise, and then Claire takes after Lance in the Gen 4 remakes with her improved theme for the rebattles. Thank you to Puli Sharefi for joining or subscribing to the channel, I should say. I'm not sure if you're watching live, or if you're watching a pre-record, but if you're watching live, thank you so much. Gold Silver Crystal is 3 years, I believe. Oh, bloody hell, we have hidden power in top spot. It's very easy to forget to click the subscribe button as I accidentally ram into my desk. I've not watched the Super Mario movie, no. I get very claustrophobic in cinemas. Hidden Power Ice. I'm not sure if you're able to read the layout, if it's too small for you. But I do try to show the Hidden Power type on the layout. He's a Psychic and we still have Bite on our learn set. So we can just eat the Starmie, eat the Execute, and eat his Girafarig as well. It's very hard to be worse than the 90s movie from what I've heard. Take out this desperately seeking Susan. And the Quillfish as well. We've got an Espeon before our heal. And we're going to take on all these trainers because we are very underleveled. I always forget what she has. I know a second's Blastoise, maybe? Yes, Pikachu Blastoise. Hidden Power on the Victory Bell. We will Spark the Flareon. Flareon's very bulky, surprisingly. And then Spark the Kingler as well. Really, Magnemite is our big Achilles heel at the moment because we don't have anything too great against it. And unfortunately, we don't get Earthquake. Why am I Hidden Power Icing a flaming Fire Horse? And we're going to pause the timer for Dyslexia Bag Management. Max Elixir up there. Max Repel up there. Toss these and toss these. Use the berry to get rid of it. Ether up there. Elixir up there. Parlo's Hill probably don't need any more. Max Ether you go with the Ethers and Elixirs. Held Ice can go down there. Held Ice can go down there. Max Potion can go up here. Fill Restore. We only need to buy 3 of them because I picked up that extra one. Right, I think that's as good as we can make it. I have to do that, otherwise it would take an unnecessary amount of time in the bag. And in fact, where's my max potion? Yes, hidden power ice, hence the Nevermelt ice, although we are going to be changing that to the King's Rock for this battle. And we're paralysed for the rest of this battle, which is very annoying. He didn't curse though, so we can one-shot that and we're not on a clock. Future Sight. I nearly swore then by accident. Future Sight shouldn't do much at all. It failed. Just going to get through this parafusion. And triple question mark is defeated for another run. Yes, that is future sight, and not with a H in that S word. And we say thank you to... No, we don't want to deposit Saber. Say thank you to Kenya, to Abra, to Psyduck, and to Parrish. You've all been a great help in the Johto run, as have all the HM friends who've joined the channel membership. Well, by our full restores, we'll either need them or we won't. We'll drop down a hard save. And we will take a look at our stats in big. 176 HP at level 49. We're holding the King's Rock, and our moves are Hidden Power, Spark, Swift, and Bite. 121 in attack, 107 in defense, 150 in special attack, 135 in special defense, and 149 in speed. And thank you to Abra for subscribing to the channel. Let's now beat up Mr. Saint Germain, one of our big HM friends here. It is Will, who is a psychic type specialist who led with Azatu, but it's already gone down, so Will now bites this Jinx, as she doesn't lovely kiss. Executor, we will swap to wrong move there. Let's let that play out. Slowbro, we will Spark. And Xatu, we will Spark. Will down in 647 from Claire. Let's move on to Koga. Probably don't need to heal for Koga. Ariados, we will Spark the Ariados as it tries drinking us with Giga Drain. Growing to level 50. Fortress, right, Spark the Fortress. Spike's useless. Reflect isn't going to be that great for Red. The lion's share of his Pokemon are special attackers. The only Pokemon that's physical attacker is good old Snorlax. Koga's down. Bruno's next. Use a full restore. Don't need to heal up our PP. Crunch at 51 would have been great. Him on top, we will Spark. As he digs. Dig does a teeny tiny bit of damage. Onix next, we've got Hidden Power Ice for the Onix. Snorlax is very tough. Swagger's interesting. Swagger means we pivot to Swift. We might take a reset here. Bloody sakes. Thank you, William Osborne, for joining the channel. That Swagger screwed us over there. Amnesia is the reason why Snorlax is so overpowered. We don't really have the defensive chops for the Machamp. Although we do this time, it's fine. Here comes the big issue. Bloody Karen. Welcome in, Mewcat151. I hope you're having a great day. Let's try and incapacitate this Umbreon as best we can. We've been hit by one stand attack. Getting locked into Petal Dance is absolutely fine. Good morning, afternoon, SSJ Derp. I hope you're having a great day. Get the flinch off on that. Houndoom, we don't have anything too great against, so we're just going to Spark it. And her final Pokemon is, of course, Murkrow. Spark on the Murkrow, and we are through on first try. Can't complain there. Good morning, Graham. I hope Canada's treating you well today. And it's at this point we will use one of our 3 max elixirs, and time to go for the live with the Flyers. Gyarados 4 times weak to Spark, so should go down in one shot. Then he's going to send out Dragonite number 1. Hidden Power Ice is a one-shot. Dragonite number 2. Hidden Power Ice is also a one-shot. Dragonite number 3. Hidden Power Ice. It's a one-shot. We'll swap to Spike for the Aerodactyl. And the final Pokemon is a Charizard. Spark the Charizard and get through in a time of 1 hour, 7 minutes and 43 seconds. Let's get our league time, shall we? We're going to take another break in the league because there's unskippable end credits. And there's also another chance for you to use the loo, have a stretch, do whatever it is you like. But let us get our league time. Saber is 1 hour, 7 minutes and 59 seconds into the league. Gligar's terrible, it doesn't get stabbed. So we're going to go onto the BRB screen for a hot moment, and I am going to put up a poll. After Raikou, question mark, Suicune or... Let's leave this poll up for the Kanto section. I shall be back in about 2 or 3 minutes' time. And we are back. The overlay is going to break for a hot second. Mewcats151, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I can hear myself back through my ears for a hot second, but that has now gone. And should we carry on? I think we should carry on. I'm just going to very quickly check my money situation. 45,000. That's not enough to buy Thunderbolts yet, so we'll probably get that before Red. So the first thing we're going to do is get the SS tickets from Professor Elm. And then we need to put on a repel. No, we don't. Oh, for goodness sake, the repel wore off there. Hope everyone had a great break, by the way. I was going to have a little wander around the garden, but it's raining and I didn't want to get wet. We'll retrieve our HM friends now. Next destination is going to be Violet City. Not Violent City, but Violet City. I'm feeling a little bit more perked up now, thank goodness. Celebi should have been Fairy when they changed types in Gen 6. Late Sprout Tower is to skip the cutscene. And we are going to move Swift to the top in the next battle here, so that we skip the not very effective text. Repel wore off. While we're doing this, we might as well keep repels on. Kangaskhan is so strong. It's a strong physical attacker with hands. Yeah, a tad bit over-leveled. It's a few damage ranges here. Welcome in, Scott. I hope you're doing well this morning, and I hope your voice is recovering. I know you've been having a few issues with it. I'm so used to the cutscene there. So now that we've got the Flash HM, we're going to optimize our menuing. So we will teach Flash now onto Paris. Replace Scratch with Flash, then we'll go into Paris. Into its moves, first of all, swap Cut and Flash. And then we'll dig out. Up next is Mount Mortar. The quickest way to get to Mount Mortar is via Critique City. So let's go in, let's do a left here. Up the waterfall we go. In here, grab the Rare Candy. And then we'll dig out. Let's go to the coast. Olivine sounds like a good place to go. We've got another Rare Candy to get here in the Whirl Islands, but first we're going to chat to a random lady. Save for this spinner, he's got 6 Pokemon, and that is just not a vibe. Through the whirlpool we go. We will go and we won't risk the encounters. I know what encounters are like. Into Paris and do a flash. Grab the last Rare Candy. Dig out from there. Up to Abra we go and teleport to Olivine, quicker than flying. And then onto the boats we go. It's time to sail the open seas. Now, unlike in Gen 3, you can't look out of the window. I love that little Easter egg in Gen 3. And we're going to keep Swift up top for now. Yes, I did flash. Paris flashed and I flashed. Repel should wear out just on the walk back from here. Or it could prove me to be a Lance. Teleport, then on the bike we go. And let's grab the next Rare Candy, because of course the first thing we do in Kanto is the last thing we do in Johto. Getting a Rare Candy, this time for the chairman of the Pokemon Fan Club. Sticking on a repel just in case we accidentally skirt the grass here. It's quicker to bike than surf there, so we're going to start biking there. Into Olivine and in the bin. Olivine, Celadon. Get the PP up from the bush. Repel wears off there. And into the gym we go. I've done a lot of movement practice. Lickitung is terrible. Lickitung is one of the worst normal types in the game. How dare you insult the Pika clones? I love all of them barring Plusle and Minun. Pachirisu, Dedenne, Emolga's even great. Togedemaru is so adorable. Morpeko's lovely. I love the Pika clones. And of course Mimikyu, the honorary Pika clone. Right, Erika, it's time to beat you up, unfortunately. I don't bother with that extra PP up. If you get through this part of the run without needing that PP up, you definitely don't need to get it. Rainbow Badge in quite a quick time. Rock types would love something for them. Into Saffron we go, get back on the bike. Crystal Clear is about as close as you're going to get to that Soulmorn. We will swift this Sandslash. Good thing about the King's Rock is it works with so many bloody moves in Gen 2. Earthquake has been 100-100 for a very long time now. I have got recorded the Omanyte run, and you start with Constrict, and goodness me, it's terrible. Fly to Cerulean City. Say hello to the best character in the game. Pick up the machine part. And we will teleport back to the Pokemon Center to take advantage of only needing one Max Repel. Get Zap Cannon, you never know, that might end up on our final learn set for the beams for the Snorlax. And now we will go and fly back to Cerulean. We'll poke our head in the Pokemon Center. And let's take on Nugget Bridge. Definitely need to move Spark from Learn 1. Put Hidden Power Ice in there for now. Yes, we're going to interrupt a date. We're going to interrupt April the 14th. Gramble is a very surprisingly good Pokemon, even though it's slow. It's like budget Ursaring. I did record a run that was slower. Swift and Spark, two close names together. Gonna have to put Spark in slot 4 to separate Swift and Spark. So let's do that now, because I'm getting too dyslexic with those. Misty's Date's like, thank you, you rescued me. In Power Ice on the Nidoking, delicious stat experience. Paraparas and a Parasect, I believe, for this lady here. And then we just got the Porygon left to go. I can't stand the Nugget Bridge section. It's so goddamn slow. I'd love another Johto remake too, and Granbull definitely needs a third stage. So we'll take advantage of dipping our head in the Pokemon Center there to save on menuing. Serve to assert dominance on Misty here. And then we'll go to Spark. We're going to have to Hidden Power Ice the Quagsire. Hopefully it'll use an Amnesia. Or it'll flinch, even better. Back to Spark for the Lapras. And Spark for the Starmie. Next up is a trip to Saffron City. Welcome in, Anna. Never apologise for being late. I am very grateful for your company regardless. Move Spark into slot 1 next. And Swift can go in slot 3. Run isn't going too badly at all. Couple of hitches there, here and there, but that's to be expected. We kicked Sabrina's butt, and we have a time of 1:18.59. Up triple right here. And now we will go past my least favourite spinner in the game. Grab this Paralyzed Cure Berry for Lieutenant Surge. Get a bit of concussion going into the radio tower. And then let's go to Vermilion City. That would be really cool if they incorporated old save game data into newer games. I didn't put up the Paralyzed Cure Berry for the Magnemite. Really wish this was Gen 6, so we couldn't get Paralyzed in an electric type. That's one of the best things they ever did. So let's Swift on this. We're already Paralyzed, that's not a great start. Should probably be running Hidden Power Ice instead. Zap kind of missed, perfect. Double team into Swift. And it's going to be a 2-shot, so we might as well just Swift. Thunder Badge in a 120.45. Hyperflute, please. A run from the Snorlax. Get a Max Repel, go past 3 Drill. Even at Niage indeed, Combe. Hidden Power Ice up to the top of the learn set for Mr. Lightyears. Although actually I don't think he is Mr. Lightyears, because Mr. Lightyears is Camper Liam. This is an imposter. This is Arvin Tamzarian of the Brock Gym. Swap to Spark for the next 2. Get the Boulder Badge. And here's 3 Drill. If we moved 1 space to the right, we could skip him, but it's tradition at this point. Level 59. Hidden Power is base 70 power for us at the moment. The amount of times I've accidentally gone into that spot there and taken an encounter is ridiculous. Yes, Hidden Power Ice gets a boost from Price's Gym. It actually gets the double boost, I believe. Yes, we have virtually no coverage at all, which has been our Achilles heel in this run. Thank goodness that's Spark and not Thunder. You can see Spark is now starting to show its weaknesses here. But fortunately for us, we have everyone's favourite pushover next. It's Janine. So we will Spark the Crobat. Spark on the Weezing. Just for a change, we'll Spark on the second Weezing. I'll tell you what, why don't we Spark on the Ariados? And Venomoth? Oh, Spark, yeah. Tough decision, but Spark was the right one in the end. I don't have Thunderbolt. No, I didn't have the money because I bought vitamins like a fool. This is, of course, the first try for Raikou. Pidgeot's like, quick attack, that's all I've got. Please don't Sandstorm or Earthquake. Alakazam, I'm going to try Swift on turn 1. Critical hit, you nasty person. Executor, we will Hidden Power Ice. He didn't even bother Leech Seeding. Ha. Spark the Barkanine. Paralyzed, please be paralyzed. Flamethrower. Should be fine, maybe, question mark. Should one shot, hopefully, maybe, yes. Talk about cutting that one fine. Will Restore. Max Elixir. And Lefties. Let's take a trip to Pallet Town. And it looks like we're not quite beating Kangaskhan's time. Slow Experience Group and Duff Learn Set really didn't do us great here. But we will give it a good old solid college try. Do I have a Repel on? That is the question. No, I don't. So I got very lucky there. And in a little break to tradition, we're actually going to go over to Goldenrod City now. Pause, the time has changed the day. Because we are going to need to buy Thunderbolt, I reckon. Day has been changed, hopefully, maybe, question mark. Is he out there? Yes, he is. I hate this menuing. The only reason I'm permitting this, by the way, is because I mismanaged money in the first part of the run. Now we can go into Mount Silver. Grab our final rare candy. Yes, at least it isn't Gem 1 where it's only 50 coins at a time. Paris Flash, please. Max Repel. And it's time to take on Red. I can tell you for nothing that we're not going to get through at level 60 on the nose. But the rules state I have to give it a solid try on our first level. Crunch. Yes, please. Eats that Espeon. God, that wasn't even a crit. Snorlax is next. This is where this run's going to fall apart. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is teach Return. We're going to teach that in place of Swift. Second thing we're going to do is fetch our Rare Candies up to the top of the bag, and we're going to use 3. At least Snorlax doesn't have Earthquake, you are absolutely correct there. We got the paralysis off, but he still managed to Thunderbolt. And we get KO'd. I'm just going to go for another 3. Still considering Zap Cannon. I need to stop doing that. Let's put Crunch in slot 1. Not that it matters. We'll return next attempt. Crunch and Reflect our usual turns 1 and 2 here. Thunderbolt on this. Critical hits. We need many more critical hits. And the Snorlax has gone 9 eyes. Alright, let us... We're going to give it a try with Return this time. I said we were going to give it a try with Return, didn't I? And I lied because I forgot. In the 2 seconds it took me to say it. Return, does this one shot? No. So we will go and teach. We'll teach Zap Cannon. Over Return. I don't think Return's going to be helpful. And we'll dump in our final 4 Rare Candies. No, I don't curse and rest. Curse and Rest is a last resort here. We'll throw the Pikachu in 1. 2-shot on the Espeon. Why did I crunch? I meant to Zap Cannon. Thunder? What a scam. That still didn't do much. We need like a critical hit Zap Cannon. A little bit like that. I can't believe all 5 Zap Cannons hit, by the way. That was absolutely ludicrous. I cannot believe that all 5 Zap Cannons hit. And we got a crit. 132.04. So let's have a little look at where that puts us on the leaderboard. I just need to update the leaderboard a hot second. So Raikou 013204. Let's hope the leaderboard doesn't break this time. Let's just try it. 6th place on the leaderboard. 132.04. Zap Cannon is 50% accurate. People want a Suicune run then, I think. I will double check. Yep, 59 to Suicune to 41% Octillery. So we'll end that poll there. And let us get towards creating the Suicune run. So unfortunately, for time purposes, we are not going to be able to return Kenya in this run. And should we have a look at page 2, by the way? There's page 2. Azumarill heading up page 2 on our streams. Dodrio in 12th place. Jinx in 13th place. Dunsparce in 14th place. And poor old Magcargo down at the very bottom in 15th place. Which isn't great for poor old Magcargo. But it's the best it can do, unfortunately. I don't know anything about Suicune, so I'm panicking, thinking about what hidden power type I should give it. Might just do hidden power dark, you know. Perfect DVs. Yeah, let's do perfect DVs. So I will be just a hot second getting this all prepared. So please do bear with me. Moment. Hidden Power Dragon would be interesting. I don't know the DVs for Hidden Power Dragon off the top of my head. We did last run Hidden Power Dragon, of course, on Mantine, didn't we? $15, $14, $15, $15. So that would be FE, FF, I still need to look them up, Scott. Right, I need just a couple of moments to edit all the details for the stream, so I'm going to go onto the BR base screen. I'm going to play some adverts, and I will be back in a hot moment. And we are back. Apologies for the slightly longer than anticipated break. Those of you who've had cats know when they start meowing for food, you have to listen to them, don't you? Because otherwise, they get really fussy. So I had to feed the cat, but we are back now. It's my own fault for setting a regular feeding time of 4 PM for the cat. Now, I have chosen my hidden power type in that break. Had a good old think, and we're going for hidden power electric. Our level up learn set means we don't really have anything too great for water types for the most part. So we're going to give it a go with hidden power electric. You never know, hidden power ground might be better, but electric types don't resist water types. So I think having something to take care of those pesky water types is the way to go. Now, GameHook did crash on me, so I'm going to have to refresh my overlay so you get to see all the innards of how it works. There we go, we have our Suicune, we are level 5, we're in front of Professor Elm. I now need to get my game screen in big so I can see what I'm doing. And let's get the timer going. Get the potion, and we're off on our second adventure of the day. Identical starting learn set to Raikou here with Bite and Leah, but in this generation, or should I say in Crystal, we get better learn set than we would do back in Gold and Silver. We get Bubble Beam instead of Water Gun early on, and then we also get Aurora Beam later on as well. So Bubble Beam, nice base 65 power move, so we're getting the equivalent of Spark very early on. Potion there. PlayStation Network Cure Berry here. And we'll do a little bit of leveling up against some Poliwag. Not too much, just enough to get us to a decent-ish level. Poliwag's very common on this route, and Bubble can barely touch us. Yes, Yusin's going to be very astonished when he sees us down in the Burnt Tower. Welcome in, James. I hope you're having a lovely time at work. I'm feeling a little rough today, but we're powering through. My Crohn's, it's back to its old tricks, but we make do, don't we? We move. Could always be much, much worse. Take out one further Pokemon, maybe two if the Zubat doesn't level us to 7. There we go. And we'll now go up into Mr. Pokemon's house for the second time today. Let's get the Pokédex. And now let's make our way towards the rival battle. I decided to get a couple of extra levels this time because the rival should have Chikorita. Goodness sake, all these encounters. Already got the antidote, so we'll just pick up the one berry. And we'll drop a save here just in case. Three shots on the Chikorita, which is not bad going at all. For the rival triple question mark, Dehu, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I'm not sure if you're in the stream or watching some pre-recorded content, but a very warm welcome. Scott in Emerald is very annoying, being pestered every 5 seconds. Once again, there's absolutely 0 points in doing early Sprout Terror, because they have a lot of Vine Whips. For goodness sake, Spinarak. Curry in a jacket spurt sounds lovely. Stumbling over my words this afternoon. We'll bite this rat into next week. Doesn't even get a chance to hit us. And now we'll do exactly the same against youngster Mikey. When we do the Lickitung run, we're going to have to struggle through youngster Mikey because both of his Pokemon are normal types. We're probably going to get poisoned off Bugcatcher Wade here. I like doing him just for the money, though. It means a safer shop in Azalea. I'd rather we didn't have a Lick. I'd rather we started with Tackle. Lick is an abysmal move. And let's take on Falconer. Falconer was as free as ever. Time of 5 minutes, 41 seconds. Flinch would have been nice, but sometimes you don't get that luck. We are outspicing once more, taking nibbles out of Pokemon. Yes, we're very defensive this time. I should not have done that, but it's fine. Take a bite out of a rat, and it flinches. We'll grow to level 11 on this battle. And we will learn Bubble Beam. So yes, Suicune is very tanky compared to Raikou. Which means we aren't going to one-shot things quite as often as early. However, we do have a much better starting learn set. Having Bubble Beam instead of Thundershock, wasn't it? Grab that Great Ball there. Grab to the Great Ball there. Heal up in the Pokemon Center. And let's take on Birdkeeper Peter. Raikou could learn Headbutt, we just didn't need it. Spark did exist in Gen 2, we just ran Spark in our last run. It's only on the Raikou and Lantern lines. But welcome in, Tesla Drew, I hope you're doing well. It's good being able to beat up the hikers. It's not so good encountering a wild rat there. Oh, the joys of not wearing a repel because you've got to get swift. These cannot poison us at the moment, so we might as well get the stat experience and money from them. We're going to have to be an average quite a bit higher level, I think, compared to where we were for Raikou. We'll stick on a repel after this encounter because I'm bloody sick of them now. definitely don't want to catch this spinner. I think Ice Water would have been fun, but there are a lot of early Ice Water types. I was surprised as well that we didn't learn a healing move. Mirror Coats could be interesting, though. We can beat up Hydra Anthony this time. Level 14, and we'll beat up this Machop as well. Money was perfect for that shop. We'll do a heal while we're here. It learns Rest, but we cannot learn Rest on our TM Learn set until we have exhausted every other opportunity. Or every other option, I should say. Going in for the HM Friends, as soon as we get our first encounter, we'll pause. And we'll immediately unpause, because this is a Paris. Welcome into Rados. It's going very well, thank you. We did our first run of a Raikou. That went incredibly well. And now we're just back-to-back HM Friends. Goodness me. I don't even get to do my spiel about if you want to join the HM Friends. The link is in the description. I am not a fan of using Rest all the time. I think it creates quite an anticlimactic end. Because any Pokemon can just Rest Talk their way through Red. It removes a lot of the challenge. And whereas I'm going for more of a first impressions, telling the story approach, I think I can get away with not doing potentially the most efficient routing through a run. I like to try and diversify things a little, especially with all those mid Pokemon. Like, we could probably have gotten a better time with Mantine if I didn't have Hidden Power Dragon. But Mantine was always going to be a mid-table one. So I thought, why not Hidden Power Dragon? It just shows that Scott and I have completely different approaches to the runs. And both are equally as interesting and equally as fun. Like, if I want to know exactly how a Pokemon can perform at peak performance, I will watch Scott's runs. However, I do tend to avoid watching Scott's runs until after I've run a Pokemon myself. Just because I don't want to subconsciously take hints and tips. Because all of mine are first impressions. It'd be a little bit cheaty of me, wouldn't it? Let's beat up a Weedle. Shame we don't get an ice move for this gym. But I ain't grinding all the way up to level 41. Suicune just lets off a massive backwards bottom burp. That's how it gusts. Don't stun. Oh, you absolute arsehole. The one move I didn't want there was Stun Spore, because we have to use our full heal already. One shot on those is nice. Great shot, yeah. And Fury Cut I missed. Ooh, with Speed Side. Hive Badge in a time of 12:50. Can't celebrate for too long though. We have a Rival 2 next, and he's got Razor Leaf on his learn set. Razor Leaf is not a nice move to be going up against so early on. High chance to crit, and the only thing we can do is bite it. Fire Red is coming back. I just need to get the confidence in the gameplay up. I'll take being poisoned. I won't take being supersonicked, but it's fine, we get through. Apologies for the flashing, let us use our PlayStation Network Cure Berry as quickly as we possibly can. Bring the repels up to the top. And then, why do we speak to him? We don't need to. got my repel perfect there. Don't accidentally teach cuts to Suicune, that would be terrible. We'll get the headbutt, and then we will pick up the rest of the items in here that we need. We'll pick up the visible ether, and then we'll pick up the ether that I have coined as Scott's ether, because he's the one that told me it was there. We will pick up TM12, Sweet Scent, just for completion porpoises. And then let's Bubble Beam these Pokemon. Some decent stat experience in the attacking stats with these ones, which is what we need, and we get a bit of bulk from the Sandshrew. Yeah, the trainers' levels are god-awful. That threw me there. I thought I picked up the potion, but instead, no, Repel's effects wore off. We can take on this Growlithe trainer today. It's an easy one-shot for some experience and money. And now it's time for Mr. Specsavers. We'll just bite his duck into next week and we'll catch Abra at the same time. First encounter Abra, will it be first ball Abra? That is the question. And the answer is no. Second ball, no. Third ball, no. Fourth ball, no. Fifth ball, yes. Go into the Pokemon Center to heal, and now we'll be able to get our movement up. Because we are going to get the bike. Ooh, horrible lag spike there. Sweet Scent is for in case we need to increase our level by 1, because I wear a repel constantly. So it's much quicker to use Paris' Sweet Scent ability than it is to try and force through the repels. Thank goodness Marill isn't Fairy type in this gen. Yes, technically we could, but I always teach Sweet Scent when we get Dig. First menu after we getting Dig, I'm going to be teaching Sweet Scent. I'm not that confident about Whitney, so I'm going to try and get a little bit of extra experience. And any time we lose now, we can make up later. Throw Spin of Hell. Speed's alright, so we probably don't need the Quick Claw. Go and get the Dig TM here, and we will teach it straight away to Paris. We'll teach Sweet Scent at the same time. We will Headbutt on Bubbly. And now we will take the male off Kenya. Swap Kenya with Psyduck. Swap Abra with Paris. Swap Paris with Psyduck. And there we're good to go. Bubble Beam or Bite would have been just as fine against these. Get rid of Leah. Useless on our learn set. So we'll Bubble Beam these, and then we will Bite the Kadabra. No, that's a Headbutt, but it has no physical defense whatsoever, so that's absolutely fine. Hello, Floria. You're going to eavesdrop on me in a minute, aren't you? I keep trying to dig here. I don't know why. It's become ingrained in muscle memory, and that's bad. Yes, Rain Dance does bypass accuracy checks for Thunder. Snabababababble. Headbutt the Snubble. Ah, for goodness sake, we've been paralysed. That is not what I wanted at all there. Because now we're going to have to take a heal past the Meowth. Let's take on Whitney and hope she doesn't beat us up too badly. She's locked into rollout, that's perfect for us. Leader Whitney is defeated. And why did that split not work? There we go. The joys of manually splitting, eh? Get the squirt bottle off the eavesdropping so-and-so there. It's such a weird choice of move. I thought I could risk it here and cancel us, but I was not fortuitous there. Yes, at least Gust is flying. Don't need the magnet this time. We'll take on Mr. Drowsy and hope for the best. He's got Dream Eater, he can be a pain. But instead, he just disabled us, that's fine. Ether there. Into the PMC we go. Heal up. Let's take on some Kimono Girls. Not a one-shot, unfortunately, but not too surprising. Vaporeon versus Suicune here. Headbutt it. Yes. Slow growth rates for this. Unfortunately, we've not chewed through our berry yet, so we've not been able to see the growth rate. Oh, for goodness sake, we're paralysed. Now we've chewed through our berry. Did that on purpose so we could see the experience group on screen. We've got Surf to teach when we want it. Yes, if you don't take the mail off Kenya, you can't deposit Kenya. Totally was on porpoise. Did it for the content, honest. Don't mind taking him on this time. Didn't want to hit him. But he's only Diglett, Dugtrio, Geodude. All Pokemon are weak to Bubble Beam. Well, not all of them, but all of his are. Hitting a lot of optionals this time. No, we're not teaching Surf yet. We don't need to at the moment. Bubble Beam's 65 power, 20 PP. Surf's got 15 PP. We might as well burn through these PP first. Because this will help us get through Lighthouse if we decide to do Lighthouse early. We can just teach Surf over Bubble Beam. Save a little bit of time going back to heal. Because we can get Rain Dance as a TM in just a couple of gyms' time if we need it. Going to replace that with Hidden Power Electric. We're going to teleport back. And we are going to cycle. And get interrupted by the bloody bike shop. Yes, I'm shilling for you, but you don't need to interrupt me in my run. Don't you know I had momentum? So we will teach Surf probably halfway up the lighthouse. Our big issue is going to be getting through water types. Get the mint berry. We'll get the nugget this time in case we need more monies. So for instance, this Slowpoke now is a one-shot. And by focusing on just special attack, I can maybe bump in some Carbos later. Might not pay off, but that's my logic with having Hidden Power Electric. Because we're not going to struggle at Jasmine this time. And it'll get us through Price's gym a lot easier. Get us through Claire's gym. Not Claire's gym. We've got ice for Claire's gym. Somebody else's gym. My brain has just decided to go on vacation. Misty might be who I'm thinking of. Goodness me, it's gone from my brain. That thought has just vanished into the ether forever now. Yes, Hidden Power Grass was up in contention as well. Exactly, Hidden Power Electric will do slightly more against the Kingdra. Welcome in, Dr. Coof. Never apologise for popping in late. I'm just grateful for your company. I mean, we're still not going to one-shot this Noctowl. We one-shot this Noctowl. I lie, I'm Lance. I've been taking lessons off Lance in the last couple of days. Can you tell? And Bunny Moo Moo, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I've kept the Swift HTM just in case that Kingdra doesn't play ball. Get the ether, we might as well beat up this Sailor. Hidden Power Electric already proving its worth its weight in gold there, or whatever the bloody expression is. We'll get some medicine, we'll drop down here. And we'll dig out of here. Why am I cycling? I've got a teleport spot. Suicune really is getting the critical hit luck. You're absolutely correct there. Only every 5 minutes? That's not bad for a missing no run. Stick on a repel, and now, while we're in the menu, I think it's time to buff up our Abra with Surf. No, our Suicune with Surf. Goodbye, Bubble Beam. You were fantastic in early parts of the run. But now it's time to surf on those haters. One shot on the Haunter. One shot on the Magnemite. Headbutt the Bayleaf. Headbutt the Bayleaf. Didn't get poisoned. Knock it out. Surf all over this Zubat. And get in the bin rival. Suicune took one look at our Suicune and was right, I'm out of here. Let's take on the gym. Gonna put Bites at the top of the learn set. Suicune's doing the Spider-Man meme with the other Suicune there. That's why we dug out. We were purposely avoiding Ucene. We will make do with our learn set at the moment. Oh, bloody hell. Let's rewind in the overworld there. I really don't like the medium sprites here. Minceberry just to be safe in this battle. Hopefully we don't need it. But Morty can be a pain in the posterior. One shot on that, hopefully one shot on this Haunter. Gengar. Not a one shot, Hypnosis missed. That means we can keep the Minceberry for the next gym. And let's try a Surf on the Haunter there. Morty's done in a time of 30 minutes 35 seconds. And let's now not stick on a Repel just yet. Let's stick on the Repel now and let's move our Super Repels up to here. Oh, bloody hell, Beauty Valerie. Olivia, I beg your pardon, I got your name wrong. Fight the course there. And we can make our way over towards Cianwood City. I think there was some kind of religious reference with the beads, hence why they had to remove them. Ah, 2 steps, game. 2 flaming steps. Secret potion, yes, we need it. Let's put Surf up to top spot. Jump kick did next to nothing. Now, if this next black belt has decent AI, he'd Thunder Punch me. He has half decent AI for once. We will say Chow to Lao. It's going to be quicker for me to heal up here and restore some PP. Black Belt Lung is next, I believe. Not a one-shot on the Mankey, which isn't great. On the Primeape, I should say, which isn't great. However, that does mean we can start clearing up some bag space. So we'll Surf on the Primeape, because it probably Fury... Oh, Karate Shot. Karate Shop? Karate Chop, rather. Didn't need the Mint Berry at all, always happens when I remember to equip it. Chucks off in a time of 33 minutes and 4 seconds. Teach Flight to Kenya, we will swap Kenya up to position 1 now. And let's now take on the Gyarados. So one shot on the Gyarados with our non-electric type Pokemon. But when we ran Raikou, it was a 2 shots. How ridiculous. Off to Mahogany Town we go. And a Drowsy. We'll bite the Drowsy. And then we'll Hidden Power the Zubat. Don't you just love all these underleveled Pokemon that are unskippable? At least the Magnemite are a one-shot now. Having Surf this early and having a base 95 power move this early really does help us one-shot things quicker. It's why water types generally will get a slightly better time than they really otherwise should have done. I think the next move on the chopping block, by the way, will be Bite. Or maybe Headbutt. Those two are not a vibe at the moment. Oh, bloody hell, we surfed on that and we got drank. Slowpoke Tail is our first password today. I wonder what our second password is going to be. Welcome in, Animaster. It's going very well, thank you. How are you? Chad, never apologise for being late. I'm just grateful that you're here now. Raikou went very well. We didn't get top spot by a long way, but that's because of the learn set more than anything else. I think we'll retry with Hidden Power Ground at some point in the future there. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear your cat's unwell. Vegester, I've asked you before to stop spamming the same thing over and over. This is like the 4th or 5th time you've said the exact same thing. We get that you don't like... I keep thinking we have Hidden Power Ice. We get that you don't like Suicune, but there's no need to carry on about it every single time you pop in. One-shotting the Electrode is better than what we did before. We're on actually a much better time, I think, than Raikou. I don't have the splits at hand, unfortunately. But we're just chewing through all of these, and we get to Whirlpool. Dig out of there. Right, into the gym we go. Nearly a one-shot on the Seal. Seal and Dugong aren't very dangerous at all. And then it's a Surf on the Piloswine. Glacier Badge acquired. Let's now go to Olivine City. We are very much hitting harder than Raikou. I'm pleasantly surprised with Suicune at the moment. When it could all go Pete Tong at red, but we're doing well so far. Dig, and then fly to Olivine's PMC. Yes, the learn set really was bad for Raikou. That was its big, big issue. I love Raikou as well. Raikou's really cute. We should hopefully one-shot these Magnemites, so no paralysis, just 3 surfs. There we go, Jasmine. Give me a badge. Thank you. Let's now do some housekeeping and then we'll take our 7 badge break. So we'll stick on a repel and we will make our way to Violet City. We're not going to do Sprout Tower yet, but I have a nasty habit of forgetting this rare candy. So we're going to pick it up now. Then we're going to go to Azalea Town and we are going to go into the Slowpoke Well. A couple of bits and bobs for us to pick up in here. The King's Rock, which is very, very handy for hidden power. And we could also replace our Rain Dance TM. Meowdy Rumis, I hope you're doing well. We're about to take our 7-badge break. Yes, Rain Dance is in the Slowpoke Well next to the King's Rock Man. Oh, shoot, I thought the repel was still active. Oh, it was just a regular one. That's why my movement was so daft. You can get the weather-changing moves in Celadon Department Store as well. But we are pausing the time at 41:06 to take our first little mini break of the run. It's 37 minutes past now. I shouldn't be back much later than 40 minutes past, so 20 to the hour. And we are back. Thank you so much for your patience there. We are going to restart the timer at 41 minutes and 6 seconds. There is a poll in chat. I want to get the definitive answer on what the legendary beasts are. Are they cats? Are they dogs? Are they beasts? Or are they gerbils? Let me know down in the poll as we take on the biggest slog of the run. We're going to be using some ethers for this part. They are friends. You're absolutely correct there, Rumis. Raikou should now have been added up onto the leaderboard. Yes, it is a very good thing YouTube chat is not legally binding. Let's get OBS back up so I can see what the hell is going on. I really want to get a stream deck soon. Suicune's a gerbil. That's what we've decided. I'm feeling quite good about Suicune so far. It could all go wrong later, though. I used to have a couple of pet gerbils as a kid. They were really, really sweet. The evolutions are whatever they want to be. One-shot the wheezing, which is fantastic. And say, is your average ICT teacher? Yes, very much so. Take the heal here. Go to the correct place, Squidge, not the wrong place. I have a big spreadsheet, and I type in the Pokemon name before I run it. And that way, if it's a duplicate, it will show up. Because I was really worried about accidentally duping a video. We'll get the coin case while we're here. And let's take on Rival 2. I've not save stated for this, so I hope it goes well. Not quite a one-shot, but he didn't confuse Ray, which is magic. Flinch. Flinch again. Oh, bum. Surf on this. And then we'll surf on the Sneasel. Do I not have any full heals? Am I really going to have to use my full restore here? I am, for goodness sake. Right, next shot we do, we're picking up some full heals. That was a very unlucky poison. We're going to do the doors in the correct order this time. Not whatever weirdo order I was doing last time. I have no idea where my brain went. It's still cold, wet and miserable up here. Really nice to one-shot that muck. Sometimes it's arranged with a lot of Pokemon we run. And let's carry on. We will be doing Celebi at a later point, yes. Not quite sure when for that. But it will be coming. Aurora Beam's really nice to have. And on my birthday stream, we're going to be streaming Jirachi in Fire Red for part of it. It's going to be a big old stream that day. And that's coming up in 4.5 weeks' time, I want to say. 16th of May, it's a Tuesday. That's when we're going to be doing the stream. And the 50th Crystal run is coming out just after my birthday, so it's all lined up perfectly. I'm glad the weather's nice where you live, Animaster. Didn't mean to fly, I meant to go to teleport. But we only lost a couple of seconds. Feeling a little better than I was, thank you, Bassa. How are you doing today? Thank you for the compliments on my layout. It's been chopped and changed to within an inch of its life as my layout. Who is back? Back again. I will guess who's back. Back for more. Raiku's time was like a 132, 133, something like that. Steve, please stop backseating. I will play the runs how I choose to play the runs, and backseating benefits nobody. Thank you, Francesco. That's very, very kind of you to say. Yes, use special attacks to assert dominance, like we surf on Misty to assert our dominance. Right, we need the Never Melt Ice in here because we have Aurora Beam, so we mustn't forget to do that. Up and down and risk the encounters, and we didn't get any, maybe yes, thank God for that. Welcome in, I hope you're doing well, Vustin Fuchs. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Teach Whirlpool to Psyduck. Miracote could be really fun. Oh no, your PC's being a little donkey. I hate it when PCs start chugging. Should have got off my bike there, was getting confident. Thank goodness for the rewind button. We're not taking that time loss on this stream. Not for a human error like that. Now we must remember the Nevermelt Ice, and we'll put it on our next repel spot. Gen 2 does have Crunch. We had Crunch with Raikou. Yes, I can moonwalk on the bike. Special Nintendo mod that they sent me. Take the heal in here for PP purposes. And we'll buy 5 full heals and 21 max repels. Why am I trying to move the PP up? What is wrong with me? PP up on Surf, max repels go up here. This is RetroArch. It's a special Nintendo emulator, honest. Nintendo gave it to me. I totally don't emulate these games at all. But there's a little replay buffer you can do with this particular one that lets you just go backwards and forwards. And you can set how many megabytes of memory it uses. It's so nice having an electric move for these water types. No, there's rewind as well. I've got it mapped to my left shoulder button because I play on controller. Please one shot. Could be arranged, but we did one shot that one. He's a good litmus test for good old Claire. Yes, it's played on the Game Boy Advance PC, as Animaster says. Don't get your hopes up too high. This still could be a range on Claire. 123 in battle special attack. First one is down. Second one is down. One more to go, and then we're not getting paralyzed from Thunder Wave. We're going to swap to Hidden Power. That does next to nothing. She's in healing range. We hit through all the smoke screens. I believe it is Price whose badge increases your special attack, but there is a glitch with special defense. So if your special defense is within certain ranges, it just will not happen. Unfortunately, Kangaskhan is not available today to give us the exact ranges. That very, very intelligent person. And I'm not sure if Snowy is in here, because I think Snowy knows the ranges as well. Answered all the questions correctly. And we're getting Claire's badge in a time of, drumroll please, 54 minutes and 42 seconds. Price's badge boosts both special attack and special defense, but they coded the special defense wrong. Get the max elixir, and now we shall dig out of here. Get a phone call from Elm telling us he's got the Master Ball for us, but we're going to ignore him. We're going to ghost Elm for now. Do the heal in here, and then it's just a case of going up to Kenya, flying, and let's go east. Repel will probably wear off on the way back here because it was a super. Or maybe it'll be in the cave. Was it a super I used or was it a max? If it's a max, it'll be down at the bottom here. Oh, it was a max. That's why it didn't wear off there. Want to see just how well we do against grass types here. Thank you, Scott. I knew somebody would know. Oh, for goodness sake. Ha! 1 turn sleep. Get in the bin. Don't need a repel, just need a potion there. I don't know any Brians in real life. I just saw Cool Trainer Brian there. Realised I don't think I've ever met a Brian in real life. It's not even that uncommon a name. I just don't think I've ever known one. The 3DS glitches are... The glitches are still in the 3DS versions. Ah, your dad's name is Brian D1. Yes, 3D All-Stars used the updated version, which fixed the backwards long jump. Where do you think I come from, Graham? Yes, they did. There was a re-release in Japan, and they based the 3D All-Stars version off that. However, the Switch Online version is the traditional version that we know from the West. Suicune's not a cheater, we're not doing any illegal moves here. Is that not Hidden Power? Oh, Aurora Beam. Doi. Now Hidden Power. You get so used to having Hidden Power Ice. Oh goodness me, there's a spider on the wall next to me. Ignore it and it can't hurt you. We're going to pause the time for the bag now so we can sort this out. Because it is a hot mess. And with my reading speed, we could be here a week. King's Rock can go down there. Full Heals can go up here. Pink Bow, Mystic Water, King's Rock, Mint Berry. Rare Candies are fine. Prosecure Berry down there. Ether, Max Ether, Elixir, Max Elixir. We're good to go. Why am I going that way? It's this way in this cave. Surf on the Sneasel should be a one-shot. Surf on the Magneton will hopefully be a one-shot. Razor Leaf's absolutely fine against that Meganium. Didn't get confused. Thank you, Gemma. I will be trying my best to get an excellent time. And now it is time to say thank you to the HM friends. We say thank you to Kenya, to Abra, to Psyduck, to Paris, and to all you lovely people who have joined the channel membership. And if you would like to join the HM Friends with the channel membership, the link is in the description below. There's my shilling for the run. Let's save and take a look at our stats in big. We are level 49 with 179 HP. We're holding the Never Melt Ice for now, and our moves are Surf, Hidden Power, Electric, Bite, and Aurora Beam. We're going to replace that Bite with Return. Attack 109, Defense 149, Special Attack 124, Spadef 148, and Speed 149. So we are going to stick on now TM27, which is Return. And we're going to replace Bite with Return, even though we're going up against Will. I set the prices. I tried to set the lowest tier as low as possible with what YouTube would let me at the time. It's quite concerning that wasn't a one-shot and we got confused. Why Hidden Power Electric? So we can get through water types. You'll get there very, very soon. D1, I am sure of it. So, for instance, this Slowbro's a two-shot. We wouldn't have been able to two-shot it any other way. I accidentally split somewhere earlier then. Being ahead of your goals always feels good. Oh dear, we are badly poisoned. And now he's protect spamming. We're going to take a reset here at Koga. Yep, let's full restore. I got cocky there. Sometimes happens. I've been playing the runs for roughly 3 hours now. Didn't get toxic this time. We are all good to go. And that was a range. Sometimes a reset brings in much better luck because this time he's not minimized. And Koga's down. Let's move on to Bruno. I really wish Surf works like Earthquake there. But we have to wait for next generation. Mist, no thank you. Critical hit on the Hitmonchan. Legs to Hitmonlee is up next. High jump kick barely tickles us. Machamp, are you going to rock slide us? No, you're going to cross chop us with a critical hit, but that's fine. Because the last Pokemon is Onix. Onix says goodbye, and we get Bruno in a time of 1:03.29. Gonna have to rely on a wee bit of luck for Karen, I think, so we're going to put on the King's Rock. And in fact, before we take her on, we should max Elixir. Double Sand Attack, for goodness sake. And we're paralysed, and she's Petal Danced. That's enough of that, thank you very much. How much does Surf do? Not a lot. We're just going to reset until we get a good start. We've got the King's Rock on. And there's the chance of a Gen 2 miss. Not that that's happening at the moment, for goodness sake. There we go. We are not having any accuracy drops. Didn't get paralysed. Here's the luck we were needing. We'll Surf on the Gengar. It might still swear at us. Didn't get paralysed from Lick. Murkrow will Hidden Power Electric. Effinolement. Houndoom. Houndoom, blink of an eye and you miss it. 105.064, Karen. I'd like to see your reset counter. That is brilliant. We're going to try with the Cure Berry on just in case our special attack isn't good enough. So we can Hidden Power Electric the Gyarados. Then we'll swap to Aurora Beam for the Dragonite. It is a one-shot, thank goodness for that. Is it a one-shot on the 50 though? Yes it is. No need to panic at all. Zard is a Surf. And then Surf on the Aerodactyl. Last time of 106.09. Let's get our league time. And our league time is 106.25. We have unskippable end credits, so I shall be back in just a couple of moments. And we are back. Thank you so much for your patience there. We're restarting the timer at 106.25. And we're going to try and do the final part of this run. But I'm going to repel, and it's time to welcome back our HM friends in Cherry Grove City, of course. So we say thank you to Kenya, to Abra, to Snyder Comparis. I hope you had a lovely, great rest. We've got places to go, people to see, and the first place we are going to go is into the Goldenrod Pokemon Center, because we very quickly need to change the day to Saturday. To join Team Kenya, you need to be a channel member, but I am looking at ways to incorporate patrons into it as well. I still bloody hate this menu. No, not Flamethrower. Jeez, I hate the Move Tutor menuing. We're going to say goodbye to Aurora Beam and hello to Ice Beam. And we're also going to see if we can bump ourselves up with one Carboss. We might be over the stat experience threshold here, but we will give it a go. Not a Carboss, a Calcium. Oh, we can. Means we're going to try another one. Oh, we don't have that much special stat experience. Three'll do. Gives us a teeny tiny boost. Oh god, this is the wrong floor. Oh, ouch. Stairs. Mahogany Town is the wrong town, but we'll roll with it. Stick on a Max Repel. Because we took on that Spinner. He's nothing. Starting to get a little bit of the fatigue now. But we're in the final part of the stream. Over to Olivine. We're going to dip our heads in the Pokemon Center to set our waypoint. And we'll go all the waypoints over here. Repel wore off, that's fine. We can repel and we can flash. Oh no, we've not done Sprout Tower. I knew there was something we'd forgotten. It's this new routing, thank goodness we have a repel on. I think we might be a little underleveled. I'm glad we're at one of those funny ending numbers there. I think the threshold's just taking us above one-shot range here. I would like to see a world where the level 3 Bellsprout did defeat Suicune. So we've lost about 20 seconds, which is just one Duff Red fight, to be fair. And these aren't the main times that these Pokemon are going to get. We're going to do videos of them probably September, I think, for the Legendary Beasts. We can teleport back to Olivine. I did say the fatigue was kicking in. Bellsprout can learn Swagger, so it is a very big possibility. If everything goes right for Bellsprout there. Dig out of here. Teleports back. Really good luck or really bad luck, depending on your perspective there, for a level 3 Bellsprout beating a Suicune. It is nice skipping the rival cutscene there because it gets really to be a pain. And the first thing we do in Kanto is the last thing we do in Johto. We're picking up a rare candy, this time from the chairman of the Pokemon Fan Club. Max Repel on, and now let's cycle around here. In and through Saffron City, because there's nothing for us here apart from a checkpoint. And into Celadon, where we're going to pick up the lefties. PP up time, we'll teach that to Ice Beam next time we menu, because Ice Beam has a very low PP move, rather. Next time we menu as well, we'll put on the Mystic Water again. It's mean that Ice Beam only has 10 PP. Oh, she's doing her shuffling. Still not quite figured out why Last Michelle shuffles her Pokemon. But it doesn't help her. Ice does only resist itself, and it's really frustrating that that's the case, because Ice is my favourite type. I like that. Who spilled all this stuff on the floor? I guess it's time to sweep. And that's probably the most dangerous gym leader out of the way. It would be glorious if we could learn Giga Drain, but we can't. Instead, we're going to have to move over to Saffron City. Hidden Power Electric for the gold up. Ice Beam for the Sand Slash. And we'll take on these optionals just because we have a lot of Surf PP. I'm going to have to look at the footage there, because I swear we just went past that picnicker while she was staring at us, but we zoomed so fast she didn't see us. I didn't teach Giga Drain because we got the Pokerus. I thought it would be too much of an unfair advantage if we had both Giga Drain and Pokerus on the same Pokemon. So that was my way of trying to balance it out on the fly. I'm not sure if I addressed that in the voiceover or not. I was in a bit of a no-win situation with Venusaur, because all my runs are first impressions, which meant I couldn't reset the run. I couldn't rewind the time because my clock is immutable. It will only count up, not count back down. And if I did run Giga Drain, then it would have been far too easy at the end. Why am I going into the gym now? What is wrong with me? Oddish looks a little oddish. This is my least favourite part of the run. You've beaten the league and you just want to go and beat up some gym leaders, and they're like, no. Do this gauntlet of underleveled Pokemon. Oddish is cute. I prefer Bellsprout myself, but Oddish is a very close second. Here's Porygon number 2 of the run. And we're disrupting Misty's dates for the second time today. Teleports back to Cerulean. And let's take on Misty. Not a one-shot on the Golduck. I just read Bellsprout in the chat then. We'll surf all over the Quagsire. Lapras next. Two-shot, probably. Blizzard doesn't freeze us. And Starmie will carry on hidden powering. Up next is Saffron City. What is up with this seed? There we go. Espeon first. Ice Beam is not what I meant to do, but we froze it. Ice Beam Surf, welcome in East Starstruck. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good night's sleep. Return on that. Return on the Alakazam because it's got no physical defense. Marsh Badge acquired. Let's go and return, or acquire, I should say, the expansion card. You can thaw out. I'm not 100% sure on the rates, but you can thaw out without a fire-type move. Eggy Greggy has gone down. And let's beat up Surge. Let's wake up the sleepy bear, and let's instantly run from it. Repels one off, we'll stick another one on. And let's take the PP heal. Means we'll skip the heal in Vermilion. Viridian. I must stop accidentally kicking the desk. I'm going to get one of those arms soon for my microphone, so I don't keep accidentally knocking my desk with my foot. It's trouble when you have big boat's feet. Omastar, not a star player for Brock this time. And the rest of his Pokemon are 4 times weak to Surf. Favourite holiday? I don't know, actually. There's 3 Drill. I don't really celebrate too many holidays. I quite like Christmas music, even at this time of year. It's very wholesome, isn't it? Poke our head in the PMC to get the teleports points back. Can you believe that Twitch Plays Pokemon was 9 years ago? Yes, Twitch Plays Pokemon 9 years ago. Yes, 2014. Now everyone feels ancient. And it's time for everyone's favourite pushover. It's Janine. Yes, you darned kids. I love how Bird Jesus survived nearly a decade of being a meme. We pushed Janine and told her to shove off. And the puns don't get any better. Final Pokemon, final gym leader. Two-shot. Executor we have Ice Beam for. Critical hit, perfect. Alakazam will return because it's got less physical defense. Gyarados we have Hidden Power Electric for. Rhydon, you're 4 times weak to Surf, mate. And finally... Ooh, yes, we'll do that. Mirror Coats, just because I don't think Return's going to be that useful against Red. And now we have the chats from Professor Oak. Yes, Mirror Coats is counter for special attacks, and Red is a special attacker. Welcome in, Joanna. Never feel bad for missing a stream. The VOD will be available for you to watch at your own leisure. And thank you for saying hello today. Moonwalking on the bike once more. Seeing that number 10 against the Rare Candies fills me with a huge sense of relief every time. Means I've not messed up on my routing. Paris Flash, and let's go through the cave. Our Repel's going to wear out in here, probably. There we go. Final Repel. Yes, there is a special Egg Wob effect with Mimic. Drop down a hard save here. There are 11 that I know of, but the 11th one is up in Tin Tower and takes a very long time to get to. We don't outspeed the Pikachu, which is scary. But Thunder misses. Solar Beam hits. And it's good night and thank you for living. yes, that's not wholly unexpected. No, we don't want to level up Paris, for goodness sake. Let's try again at level 64. We outspeed the Pikachu at 64, and now it's one-shot range. And this Espeon's still going to outspeed and knock us out. Let's use another 3, getting up to level 67. And then we'll use our final 4, if we need to. Pikachu's still a range, which is a bit annoying. Should hopefully now be a 2-shot on the Venusaur. That sunny day is incredibly frustrating, though. Oh, for goodness sake. We got a Spadef drop. And we get paralyzed. No, I'm not going to try at level 69. I do the pattern of 3-3-4 every time. Oh, he still managed a bloody sunny day. I appreciate it's for the memes, but we have a set pattern. It's in the rules, unfortunately. As much as I would adore to. Please freeze? No. Please freeze? No. Oh, we got paralyzed. Hydro pump? No, thank you. I will try and get one down. Please don't backseat. We're through the Snorlax. Up next is the Blastoise. Two shots. Yeah, just about. $130.21 for good old Suicune here. Seeing as that's on stream, I am incredibly happy with that. Because on stream, I generally lose about 5 minutes just keeping up with chat. But the all-important question is, where does that put us on the leaderboard? We find out. We are in 4th place on the leaderboard. That is not bad going at all. We are our fastest water type on the leaderboard. Miltank, Ursaring and Mewtwo all managed to beat the time though. Will we get something below 126.41 on stream? We'll have to find out on Monday. Because we are now done. It's been 2.5 hours of absolute fun and pleasure. I am so grateful for everyone who's popped in today. Apologies I was not feeling so well, but thank you to Peachly for the membership, to Kirch for the donation, to Rob Zorley for the donation, to Metal Hammer Paul Anthony, to Frenchie and to William Osborne for the memberships as well. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. I will see you all tomorrow for Raichu's premiere. It should be shooting you over into there now. It's at 2 PM United Kingdom time, and we're back at 2 PM on Monday for another stream. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all very soon.